Hey, you guys, today I'm going to talk about a very dense topic, and that is Loosh. Loosh is spiritual energies that negative entities feed on. Okay, let me give you an example. Look at our entire ecosystem, right? We feed on primary and secondary energy sources. Primary would be vegetables, and secondary would be meat, etc. So, with the whole different dimensions, our energies are food for other entities. And that is the reason why sometimes we feel negative. However, many people would view this in a negative way. But what you have to understand is with consciousness, there is no such thing as positive or negative. Everything is a interdependent relationship with everything. So you can't say the lion is negative for eating a goat, or you can't you or even ourselves when we consume meat, we can't say we are bad. But see, there's a whole ethical bubble going on there, right? So these entities that are feeding on our energy are not doing it with the intention. Like, for instance, when we eat chicken, do we feel bad for the chicken? So it's like that when our energies are being zapped. So when our energies are being zapped by the other entities, they don't feel bad or good. They probably feel good about it. Like, example, when we eat whatever we want to eat, we feel good about it, right? So that's how it works. In the entire ecosystem, there are primary consumers, secondary consumers, and tertiary consumers. You probably learned this in science back in school. Same thing with different dimensions, different entities get energies from different beings. Having said that, being human is the midpoint of all of evolution. As in, there are higher planes of existence, there are lower planes of existence. Earth is middle ground, and that's why a lot of souls tend to incarnate on Earth. So, as to be able to experience the whole spectrum of existence. So, how to prevent this zapping of energies? See, some would say consuming alcohol. Okay, so you see, when you consume alcohol, you feel high because our soul is so pure that our soul leaves the body, and that's why we feel high. So when our soul leaves the body, it is believed that other entities take over the body, and that's why people who are drunk don't remember what they do or how they speak, or they become completely different people. So that's one way loosh energy is generated for these entities. Also, when you go to stadiums, when there's high energy, when people are cheering, all that energy is zapped. So these are like the feeding grounds. So that's the reason why these entities love crowds. And again, many of my students and clients have been telling me that they've been fearful of this topic, and I feel like there shouldn't be any negativity attached to this, because you can't say this is positive or negative. This is how things work. But what we have to understand is we have the power within us to be able to prevent this from happening, because we live in a free will universe. Only if we give permission will they be able to zap our energies. So what happens is they do it on a subconscious level. So example, when you have a fight, you feel extremely negative, or when you have anger, or when you have those lower energies, it's complete zapping. It's like when we watch TV, for instance, we feel a plethora of emotions, right? Same thing. whatever entities, they are watching us, and they are zapping our energies, and that's why we feel weak. So having awareness of this would prevent attacks like that. So next time, after going out, or after meeting certain people, or going for a certain event, if you feel weak, or if you feel like your energy is zapped, there's an energy leak. So how do you prevent this? There's so many ways. You could get a salt bath, or you could have this protection circle drawn around you. It's intention. It's all about intention. So you have to set this intention that no one is going to extract energy out of me. And that intention is very powerful. So what has this got to do with twin flames? I had to explain all of this before. So the reason why twin flames are feeling all that they're feeling is because we tend to attach 3D notions of love in this relationship, and you can't. The soul is eternal. Twin flame relationship is a soulful relationship. Your soul is split into half, and you're incarnating in two bodies, so you cannot be separated. Your soul is one. So romantic notions of union and failure and the runner chaser dynamic, all this creates loosh. So the more negative you are, the more you tend to go down to a lower dimension. These entities get entertainment out of it, and they are feeding on it. And that is the reason why we have to consciously be aware of how we are feeling. So these entities will try to sabotage your relationship in many ways. It's so easy, by sending thought forms, or through social media, or making you feel suspicious, or making you feel like your twin is going to be with someone else, or your twin doesn't like you. All these thought forms are externally triggered, because internally you know that in a twin flame relationship, you mirror what you feel. So external intervention does affect twin flame union. So that is the reason why having knowledge of this would help you make better choices. So going back to my question, are dark energies preventing twin flame union? Yes, they are. To the unaware souls, they are. So, see, the thing is, many twin flames have incarnated on Earth right now, and many of these twin flames are also starseeds. And this is our first incarnation on Earth. So, we don't know. We have incarnated on similar planets like Earth, but Earth is very unique. We have starseeds, we have souls from all over the universe. So this is like a metropolitan city, where you have all races, all cultures. So we were not prepared to come to this place. So even though we may have had so much experience as souls in other planets, Earth is unique. So many of us decided to split our souls into two bodies as a protective mechanism, and there are many codes to be unlocked. That is the reason why when you first meet your twin flame, there's a lot of exchanges that's going on. So it could be through food, it could be through... There's some sort of an energy exchange that goes on when you first meet your twin. And after that, there's a separation phase. And during that separation phase, you are trying to buffer those energies so that the dark energies can't detect you. So, to be hidden, what we have done before incarnating on Earth is we have unlocked codes in our DNA within our body. So at every stage we unlock different codes, and this manifests the union. And ultimately, upon union, there are other things that's going to happen as well. The dark energies can't zap your energies when you are vibrating at an extremely high level. See, all these entities are vibrating at a certain level. So when you're vibrating at their level, they're able to zap your energies. So that's how it works. So these entities can only prevent your union when you're not aware of how your energies are being manipulated by external forces. So with this awareness, I hope you make a conscious decision to be aware of what you're feeling, how you're feeling towards your twin flame, and how you're handling things. It's okay to experience the dark night of the soul, because shadow work is necessary in twin flame union, but you will have to make sure that your energies are not zapped by external entities. Having said that, if you have any questions, please leave a comment and I'll come back again with another topic. I know this is a very dense topic and it can be very stressful to some listeners. I apologize in advance for that, but there's nothing to fear. No one can take away your power unless you give it to them, and many people give their power away subconsciously. So awareness is key. Love you all and have a lovely day. Thank you.